Welcome to Movie Zoom. Today we will watch a psychological horror film from 2014, titled The Babadook. Beware of spoilers. Let's dive in. A couple is driving to the hospital for the birth of their child. The car crashes, and the man, Oscar, is killed. The woman, Amelia, wakes up, having had a nightmare. Amelia lives with her son Samuel and their dog Percy. Sam is enthused by magic tricks and has a collection of makeshift weapons that he plans on using for imaginary monsters. This results in troubling behavior at school when he brings these weapons and alarms the teacher and principal. Amelia is forced to take him out of school. Amelia works as an orderly at the hospital. Her only friend is a man named Robbie, who shows some interest in her. Later, Amelia takes Sam to the park with her sister Claire and her daughter Ruby. Claire tells Amelia that Ruby doesn't want to share her birthday with Sam, something Amelia's done for years to avoid remembering Oscar's death this year. Sam fools around in the park until he climbs the top of the swing set, to Amelia's horror. We then see the boy in the car crying his eyes out while Amelia drives him home. At night, Sam brings out a storybook that he found called Mr. Babadook. Amelia reads it to him. The Babadook is a creature that appears friendly and has a funny disguise. However, the story gets more and more spooky as it said that once someone is made aware of the Babadook, the creature haunts its victim. The book contains images of the Babadook as a being with a top hat, long claws, and a freaky smile as he tells his victim, "Let me in." Sam is horrified and wails in Amelia's arms as she tries to read a different story to calm him down. Sam is scared one night when he claims to have seen the Babadook in his room. He becomes convinced that the creature is in his home. Amelia takes him to Claire's home, and when she goes to pick him up, she finds an angry Claire cradling Ruby after Sam scared her with his Babadook talk. Subsequently, weird things happen at home. Amelia hears strange, unexplained sounds and sees doors opening and closing. She goes to the basement and sees a hat hung up above a coat that has the arms stretched out to look like the Babadook. She attributes this to Sam acting out. A couple days later, Amelia takes Sam to Ruby's birthday party. Amelia tries to sit and talk with Claire and her friends, but she is tired from a lack of sleep and also annoyed by the ladies and what they talk about. Outside, Claire admits that she doesn't come around Amelia's home anymore because she can't stand to be around Sam, and she thinks Amelia can't stand him either. Meanwhile, Sam is in Ruby's treehouse, which the girl disapproves of. She taunts Sam about his fear over the Babadook and not having a father. He gets mad, and he pushes her out of the treehouse, breaking her nose. Claire grabs her daughter and yells at Amelia. On the way home, Sam starts screaming and yelling about the Babadook until he has a seizure. Amelia pulls him out and sees two people coming and begs them to help. Sam is taken to the hospital. The doctor prescribes him some medicine after Amelia tells him that their situation is very bad. She takes the Mr. Babadook book, rips it up, and throws it in the bin. A day later, a knock is heard at the door. Amelia answers and no one is there. Then there is a pounding at the door. On the steps is the book. Amelia opens it to find the pages restored, but with new messages and images that are twice as horrifying as before. It implies that the more Amelia denies the existence of the Babadook, the stronger it gets. It then shows pop-up images of Amelia breaking Percy's neck, strangling Sam, and then slitting her throat. She burns the book on the grill. Then the phone rings. A croaky voice answers, "Ba ba ba duk duk duk." Amelia reports a stalking to the police, but without the book, she has no evidence. She even sees what looks like the Babadook behind the officer. Amelia finds roaches in her kitchen coming from a hole in the wall behind the fridge. Then, two inspectors arrive to check on the state of Amelia's home and how Sam is doing. Sam complains that he feels sick from the drugs that his mother gave him, which Amelia quickly says is medicine. She mentions the roach infestation, but when she goes to show the inspectors, the hole in the wall seems to have disappeared. While trying to sleep, Amelia hears thumping in the hall and a scratching at the door. She opens the door and sees Percy run in. Then the sound happens again, and the door opens by itself. Amelia looks up and hears a scattering noise. The Babadook slithers up to the ceiling and briefly reveals its terrifying face before coming close to Amelia. She grabs Sam and goes downstairs. She watches TV while he sleeps, and she still sees the Babadook on screen. Amelia also sees Sam looking bloodied. She gasps and goes to him, then sees a knife in her hand. She returns it to the kitchen and then sees a news report on a woman who stabbed and murdered her son on his birthday. Due to a lack of sleep, Amelia thinks these images are in her head. Her behavior towards Sam also borders on abusive. He complains about being hungry and she tells him to eat shit. Ashamed of herself, she apologizes to him and treats him to breakfast. On the drive home, they hear a thumping on the car roof and the croaking Babadook sound before Amelia accidentally hits another car and then flees the scene. The images of the Babadook continue to plague Amelia's mind. It eventually corners her in her room in disguise as Oscar, making Amelia think he's real until he tells her to bring him the boy. The Babadook uses its claw to get inside Amelia. Sam begins to get frightened and he phones their neighbor after Amelia told him not to. She cuts the phone lines to stop him. Percy then starts barking at Amelia. She chases after the dog into the kitchen, where she breaks its neck. Appalled at her actions, she gets up while Sam runs to his room. Amelia starts pounding at the door while yelling in a demonic voice, "Let me in." Amelia breaks in and scares Sam so much that he wets himself. She says that she wishes it was him that died instead of her husband. Sam grabs his weapons and uses them on his mother, knowing that the Babadook has possessed her. He runs to the basement, which he booby-trapped. Amelia goes downstairs and gets caught in the trap, tripping and falling unconscious. Amelia wakes up to find herself tied to the floor. Sam pleads with Amelia to come back to him. She grabs him and starts to choke him until she comes to her senses and fights the Babadook. She pulls herself free and regurgitates a black bile onto the floor. She holds Sam in her arms. The two go upstairs when Sam says they can't actually get rid of the Babadook. The creature pulls Sam upstairs into the room. Amelia runs after him. In the room, she sees Oscar again, saying the exact same things he said right before he died. The top half of his head falls off. The Babadook starts to pull Sam toward it again, but Amelia holds him back. The Babadook's shadowy form starts appearing, with wings protruding from itself. Amelia holds her son and screams at the Babadook, threatening to kill it if it touches her son. The Babadook falls to the floor with its clothes lying there. Amelia approaches it, and it rises up in a blinding white light while letting out a blood-curdling scream. It retreats to the cellar and locks the door behind it. Days later, the inspectors return to find that things seem normal. Amelia put up decorations for Sam's birthday, which she admits to the inspectors that she hasn't celebrated on the exact day since her husband died. After the inspectors leave, Amelia and Sam are outside eating. Amelia then takes a bowl of dirt and worms and brings it to the basement. The Babadook now lives in the basement, powerless and unable to torment Amelia anymore. It pulls the bowl of worms into the shadows. Amelia returns outside and lovingly holds Sam in her arms. The end. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.